going to talk about Martin Luther King and three American values that he could represent. So the history of segregation in the United States was one of the most powerful history of discrimination against African American communities in the history of humanity. This racial discrimination and separation of roles is based on race, coupled with the idea of the superior intellect, capacities, and abilities of white over African American communities. Martin Luther King was an American activist fighting for the civil rights movement against the racial discrimination and played a crucial role in ending the legal segregation in the United States. Despite Americans see themselves as unique, varied, and unpredictable individuals, they have certain common values that could describe their way of think and act that fit with their high self-esteem as unique, powerful, and responsible of their own future. According to Ingles, 1984, there are 13 values that could fit with most Americans, like personal control over the environment, timing and its control, equality, competition, and the list go on. Martin Luther King represented the desire of equality, change, and future orientation, which are common values in the United States. Martin Luther King was an American activist who fought for achieving equality between races in the United States. For Americans, all people have been created equal, and it's an important civic and social goal to achieve. This value has a religious basis in which they believe that God has created all humans equal and all should have same conditions and opportunities to succeed in life. Example of how important is equality for Americans are certain laws that are designed to protect and guarantee this value for all citizens, like Equal Pay Act of 1963 and Anti-Discrimination and Retaliation Act of 2002. Luther King, in his speech, "I have a dream," reflect that desire of achieving equality between races, in which he claimed, "Now it's time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlight path of racial justice. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold this truth to be self-evident that all men are created equal." As the speech reflects, for Luther King, all Americans have been created equal, so racial injustice should be eradicated to accomplish their creed, in which all deserve the same rights. So the strongest belief that Americans have, in which they affirm all humans are equal, allowed Martin Luther King to defend his fight against racial discrimination. Luther King wanted to change America in a better place in which all Americans have the same rights. In the United States, change is a value seen as a progress, development, and improvement. It's a value that, contrary to other cultures, represents a good condition that allows citizens improve, progress, and growth. They believe that they can do anything and any change is good because it reflects their hard work and dedication. For example, Americans don't take credit of having born in a rich family because they don't have to do anything to accomplish that, but they do have credit of having born in a poor family and become rich because this change shows that they have worked for that. Martin Luther King, in his speech, "I Have a Dream," showed how hopeful he was about changing the inequality, raising up a new America. Now it's time to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to a solid rock of brotherhood. There will be neither rest nor tranquility in America until the Negro is granted his citizen rights. King showed how important it was for him to change the laws that support racial discrimination. If America changes, there will be a better society, and United States will be a better place to live in. Luther King was hopeful that the future will be better because it will bring freedom and equality. Americans have traditionally been hopeful that the future will bring even greater happiness. Americans are optimistic about the future, in which they believe that hard work will bring them better things. America will be transformed into an oasis of freedom. He believed everything will be better and the future will bring a better society. This kind of belief Martin Luther King exposed in his speech. "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will be not judged by the color of their skin but by the content of their character." Martin Luther King was hopeful about the future, in which America will be transformed into an oasis of freedom. He believed everything will be better and future will bring a better happiness.
created using Powtoon.